All this bullshit live.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we are live, guys. Welcome to episode 9 of Chillin with the NY Warriors. That's right, guys. Monday night is here. My favorite time. You know, my favorite days of the week are Monday and Tuesday because that's when we do our thing. As you can see, we got a full panel. We got 6 people here, and we have a special guest here. So I'm just gonna start right off by introducing our special guest. I know you guys saw him yesterday with my man Joker M21. You're gonna see him again today. We got Roger Levesque from 3 Men in the Basement in the house.
What's up, everybody? Thanks a lot for having me on, man. I appreciate it. Making my rounds, man.
Yeah, I see.
Touring the world.
Yeah, man, that's how you do it, man. You visit all the other channels, the other groups, and you do your thing. Spread the love.
Yeah.
What my man Otto said? My man Otto said you doing a world tour?
Yeah.
Right? Otto's on vacation and the boys are out playing, right?
That's it. That's right.
Yeah, I saw Dave McKay with Matt Forge and them. Yeah, he's doing this thing too. You know.
It's all right. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know, you're always welcome, you know. All right, so next I'm gonna just go down the line like I always do. Now I'll introduce my fellow NY Warriors. And then what I normally do, I go to the chat, and then we got some things that we want to show you guys, and we got some topics that we want to talk about. All right, so I'm gonna start with my man Joker M21 in the house.
Yeah, what's up, guys? What's going on, man? Listen, man, I like it when this is a show and we're not selling. I really enjoy it. You know what I mean? We just chill, talking mess, and definitely got some stuff to show off. Some slabs, and definitely we're gonna have a topic like Big said. So ready to have a good time, man. Let's get the show rolling, baby.
Yeah, that's right. All right, then we got my man Keep It Thoro in the house. My man's busy as hell, but he made time to show up on the show. I appreciate that. I know how it is raising kids, man.
I know, definitely, man. Of course, I know I gotta hit you with the year. Hey, I know what time it is. You know, I'm ready to get down because I know there's some good topics. Everybody's trying to show some great books tonight, so I'm definitely down for it. Can't wait to see. Also, shout out to Roger Levesque who's joining us here tonight. Thank you for the t-shirt, my brother, the coasters and everything. I appreciate it, man.
For sure,
Thank you
man.
so
No
much.
problem.
All right. Then we got my man that was been lost from the auctions, but you know what? I'm glad that he's here for the show. We got my man Jeff Johnson, the main house.
What's going on, people? Yeah, you know, I've been off doing my own thing. The auction scene, I'm on pause with that for now, but I'll be back eventually. But yo, it's good to be here with my boys. It's good to be here with Roger, and yo, let's get it on.
All right. Then we got my man from Parts Unknown. We can't disclose his secret location. We got the real life G.I. Joe. Easy to Game Hunters in the house.
Pretty good, everybody. Mondays is like Christmas, you know, when we do these shows. It's like I always look forward to it, you know.
Right.
Happy I'm here, guys. Let's get on.
Really hear
Yeah, you said you sound a little muffled, bro.
Yeah, you need a
Because
mic.
he's in that underground bunker, man. He's in the
Yeah,
pit.
I'm in the underground bunker. There's no reception down here.
All right. Then we got last but not least, we got my man MannyNYC in the house.
Aquí estoy, mamabicho.
What's going on, Manny? How you doing, man?
Yo, I'm here, man. You know,
I didn't know. I didn't think you were
Thoro shitted on me on Friday, but that's all right. I still love him.
Shit on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
forgot
I
about
don't know
me.
what kind of weird shit Manny's into, but all right.
Yeah. What is
golden showers and shit. All right, let me open up the chat real quick and say what's up to the good people and see who's joined us. You know,
All the good brothers in the chat room.
let me use my phone for the chat because it's better, more real time than the.
Remember to use live chat, not top chat.
No,
Right,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that's what Mike told me the other day.
I had to keep teaching Murph that. Remember, he kept saying, he kept showing us screenshots of when he wins. And I'm like, yo, you didn't win. Look at the top chat. I point that arrow to him.
Gotta be on point with the chat, definitely, man.
All right, so who was first in the chat? We got Sith Lordy was first in the chat. Oh, speaking of Murphinator, we got Amazing Murphinator was there.
King of the Golden State was first.
I have Sith Lordy and then Amazing Murph.
No, I said King of the Golden State.
No, he's not. He wasn't first. King of Golden State. You gotta switch it to the live chat,
No,
Roger.
he wrote first. No, check it out. He wrote first, and then Sith Lordly said, "I'm second."
Oh yeah, I don't see it. Anyway,
Must be my computer.
Amazing Murphy 1028. We got Jimmy C in the house. We got Wilbert in the house. Johnny Dakota. We have the Comic Forge, Principal, aka Principal Defects, guys. They're no longer the Comic Forge or the Butcher 10. Well, he is the Butcher still, but the channel's gonna be renamed to Principal Defects, guys. Who else we have? You have To Be in the Fix, Dave in the Cave in the house, Popeye 310 in the house. Emerald Knight 41's chilling with us. Forge. Yeah, that's Matt Forge. So Matt Forge. Don Dizzle's chilling with us. BXPR Collector's chilling with us. Lona Espinoza is in the house. Who else? Ruben Guzman. Gambit 90's chilling with us. Mr. Collector 123. Big Line Cat 646. Meow. Meow. Callie's chilling with us. Who else we have here? We have Gomez, Comic Collector. Everybody, broski. We have Johnny Dakota's in the house. Johnny Dakota said, "Are my eyes deceiving me? Is that a 9-9 CGC I see behind?"
That is. Thank you for noticing. Yeah. Thank you for noticing.
Yeah, I don't have a 9-9, so I'm not. I don't.
Wow. It's just Roger comes on the show and he just shows off this time.
Yeah, right. 9. We got CLG Comics. Thanks for joining us. Text the Collectors with us right now. Boondocks 90. The Butcher 105. Jeff Silversmith, Gamma Comics Collectibles in the house, and Nestmaster 80. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. So before we get started, I know you guys hear this blabber, but we gotta do our sponsors. I gotta do our sponsors because they be looking out for me and for us and New York Warriors. So I gotta do it. So let's go first. Let's talk about Erod, my man, Express Comic Book Service. So Erod 212, you can reach him on Instagram at Erod212. In the DM, you can leave NY Warriors in that DM, and he'll give you 10% off your order. You can also email him at expresscbp@yahoo.com. In the subject line, put NY Warriors. He'll give you 10% off. He can also submit straight to CGC and CBCS. But with CGC, he gets a 15% discount. So he'll pass that 15% on to you if you want to submit to CGC. So remember to follow him on Instagram. Also, everybody that's on this panel right now, all their links to their YouTube channels are already in the description. That's right, Joke. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to do the right thing. Everybody's links to their channels are all in the description already. So if you're not gonna sub to anyone on this panel, everyone is in there already, guys. Also, you got to check my friends at the geekyswagshop.com. Right now, the pre-orders for the t-shirts, whether they're tank tops or regular t-shirts, are due by Friday. We only got nine more pre-orders to go, and it closes. So it's time to get your t-shirts or your tank tops. It's time to get it. Remember to use the discount code NY Warriors. You'll get 10% off, and of course the shirts are free shipping. So it's a good savings you get on there. There's already a link in the description straight to their website. There's also a link to their Instagram also, which you can get to the website from there as well. Guys, so remember,
covering all the bases.
Yeah, I see you, Roman.
I just got a new sub.
Oh, there you go, brother.
Oh, it's working.
Who that's in the house? So who that?
Yeah, who that? Oh, that reminds me. Who that just reminded me. I want to thank everyone that reposted on Instagram. There's been so many people reposting. Matt Forge, the Butcher 105, Who That Comics and Movies, 2_G_Comics, Sif AF, all the 3 Men in the Basement crew all reposted. But just everyone's reposting. I was looking through my feeds today, and it's just been everybody reposting everybody's shit, and that's awesome. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that everyone knows everything. Love that. I've seen 3 Men in the Basement stuff, Principal Defect stuff, our stuff, Thoro's auction.
What up? Yeah.
Everybody's being just reposting. That's awesome. That's how you do it.
That's that community. That's right, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I even put Erod's information, even though he's not on the show with us tonight. He doesn't make the show because he's working at night, guys. So so we could get started, guys. If there's anything you guys want to show first or anything like that before we get into the topic that I had planned, if there's anything you guys picked up this week or anything like that, I could start. I have stuff, but you guys, if whoever wants to start, could start first. Jeff, have you picked up anything? Any new books you picked up this week?
Well,
since we haven't heard from you in a minute,
I know. You know what? It's like the reason why you guys haven't seen me on the auctions or anything like that is because I've been trying to take care of my collection on the before I buy any more books, I want to take care of the books I have now. And now that CGC got that private signing, I'm trying to get some of my books slabbed. Already sent 2 books out for Chris Claremont's signing. I sent Erod 6 books out to get pressed and slapped and stuff. And I just got this in the mail, which I'm going to try to get Scotty Young.
Sub Sith.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
This time.
Yeah, highlight him. Janine reposted.
What is that?
Yeah, okay.
This is She-Hulk #1, Scotty Young variant. Oh, too bright, too bright.
Too bright. Lower the brightness.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go, right there. So I'm going to get this pressed by Erod and going to ship this out to CGC to get this signed. Signed. Yep, some Shoki love, man.
What's up, Popeye?
Get some Scotty Young sig, right?
Raimi.
Yep. Other than that, I got this bad boy right here.
Oh, what area is that?
This is Batman 94. That's the broker.
Is that a ratio or is it just an AB?
It's a 1 in 25, yeah.
Well, yeah, 1 in 25. Midtown was selling this for like 50 or $60 and stuff. LCS 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, they're not gonna get stupid. They're not gonna get stupid like Midtown, so I got it for 20.
What I got for 15.
Smart.
Went back to the incentive variants. Then they stayed away for so long.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
but that's a dope
and
one.
that's that is, and that's just about it, man. Like I said, I've been trying to take care of my collection before I start buying more and bringing more books in.
Yeah, I remember when your pickup list was like freaking a stack of books.
It used to be a stack of. I used to spend like $400 a month just on new comics.
Damn, son.
Yep, not anymore, man.
Nah.
Those days are over. What about you? You got anything you want to show off?
Yeah, man. I got something to show off that goes right well with that freaking book that
I got you. Highlight you.
The matching set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had it for 15, man. I was like, what? Yeah, let me grab that.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. That's dope.
Somebody selling it for 60.
They doing the 1 in 25s all the way to like 100 and something, I think. Yeah.
They're doing it for other books too, because Wonder Woman's got ones that are coming out that's like this.
I didn't see those yet.
Richter, he's gonna be on
Batman
101. That's what I'm about to say. That's the one to look out for. Batman issue 101.
I'm trying to get that, man. Grifter is my favorite member from the Wildcat. And of course, I gotta get my G.I. Joes, the 1 in 10.
Oh, that's a 1 in 10? Nice.
Yeah, it's John Royal, 1 in 10. And then this one's dope, but I think the border ruins the art on this cover.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the bats with low light.
Oh yeah, what are those troopers called? Those are those robots, right?
Bats.
Yeah.
Battle Android Troopers.
Nice. I know you and Manny are killing it with those G.I. Joe books.
Yeah, and I got this book too. It's Ninja Turtles right here.
Oh,
yeah,
nice,
I
man.
remember you were showing that before. Yo, that's a chest plate on Shredder?
It's the female Shredder because in the book,
Right, his daughter, right? Or something?
it's his daughter. Yeah. And this is from the Image series.
They like all together?
Yeah, I got these all together. I get like a pull list like every month from.
No, I mean that chest plate.
Oh yeah, I guess so. But yeah, this is the issue. It continues from the Image series. So this is the newest. This is a new issue. Like it's a brand new story. It continues from the
Their ongoing series, right?
Yeah, and this is like a $50 cover. I got this for cover price.
That's dope, man.
He said that's a process collector.
We're
Got
doing
my
that.
Conan, Queen of the Black Coast, Foily.
Yeah, didn't they do Batman Night? Was it the Dark Knight Returns homage on one of those?
That's Red Nails.
Yeah.
Is it Red Nails they did that?
Yeah, Red Nails, because this one's an Action Comics or a Superman Swipe, whatever which one is. This is
I like those, man. I like those.
Yeah, no, this cover was dope. It's in Hugh Glee, so I had to grab it.
Yeah.
And there was a delay on these, so I don't think everybody got those. Of course, I got to get my Fem Force on. I'm trying to get the run together. And talk about Spawn having expensive books. These freaking books, oh my god! You go on eBay, you, I found this for cover price. I think cover price was $10, but freaking you go on eBay, this issue's like a $50 book, and there's only like one issue.
Damn.
So these books, they're low printed, like a mother.
Yeah.
Like you look on Comic-Con, like they're all the way at the bottom. Like that's how many of those printed.
Wow.
And for Thoro, because he put me on Torchy. This is the trade paperback. It collects issues 1 through 4. All it is Golden Age reprints. It's nothing special. So it reprints the Golden Age series, but it's the covers, different covers. And this is a rare book too. This book doesn't really see it too often.
Yeah, some trades are rare.
Yeah,
That's dope, man.
I grabbed the Web Spinners John Romita cover. Got that from my comic shop.
Yeah, boy, Ramita.
It's not near mint though. It's freaking ticks on it. So kind of pissed about that. But, and I got that. If y'all never seen this before, this is the purple variant or error. I don't know if it's an error or if it was they did it on purpose.
It's an error. It's a pink one. They have a
yeah, like
But if you were to get that graded, would they acknowledge that purple?
they do.
Yeah,
You will?
They put it on the label. Yeah.
yeah. Some of them are purple. Some of them are pink.
Some of them are pink. I've seen the pink one slabbed, and they acknowledge it.
Yeah, I haven't found the pink one, but I got the purple one, which is another one that's hard to get.
Yeah. The pink one is the more expensive one.
Yeah.
Joe Croce, what's up, Joe?
Comics. Thanks for joining us.
Yes,
The
yes.
last couple handful of books on the show, so we'll read together. But this is Quasar. It's 1, 2, and 3, but these are the newsstand editions of 32, 34, and 35, I think. And these were released at newsstands as issues 1, 2, and 3 for some reason. So I have no idea why they did that. Because there's already a newsstand 1 and 2, but whatever. Yeah. These are just some obscure issues. You did some bullshit with that. And then this last book, for whatever reason, is another book that's freaking like non-existent. It goes with my Futurians run. It's an Avatar book. It was like a solo series they tried to do with the leader of the team, and they canceled it at issue 4, but they released a trade paperback, and the trade paperback has the 4th issue in it. But the main, like the floppies, if you're trying to get these, there's only 3 issues. And this 3rd issue goes for like $100. I got it for $8 off my comic shop. So I was like, what? Okay. I don't have to pay $100 on eBay. That's good.
You should have said I took 2. I'll take 2. Thank you.
All right.
They only have 1.
I got some.
Yeah, that's all I'm for now, man. I got other stuff, but I'm gonna let everybody else do theirs.
That's cool. I got a few roll books here. I'll show real quick. That I picked up. So I got these from Midtown, and I got these because Thoro Dom is over here. I was able to pick up the Marvel Universe Ultimate Spider-Man number 19.
Yeah.
First appearance of Harry Osborn as Venom.
Yes.
So I picked up 2 copies. I had 3 copies, but I sold 1 already. And Midtown gives it a grade. They graded these at VF, but I've been looking over them, and if I was to grade them, I would grade them as near mint. They tend to undergrade a little bit, just I guess to be safe.
See the copies I got that were very good.
Yeah, they come out higher. I've graded books from Midtown, and they always come up like a grade or 2 higher than what they advertise it as.
Yeah.
So I picked these up from there because these are not on eBay. You can't find them on eBay, man. They're non-existent there.
Well,
There's one on eBay right now. I think it's 30. I don't know.
Oh, you found one?
I think
When
it's
we
still
were looking for that day, we couldn't find one.
Oh, maybe somebody bought it already.
Probably somebody posted it now, yeah. Then these I got a while back from Hack, and I never showed them. So I'll show them now. So we got and for these 2 right here, these are doubles for me. Like I have these already, but I always like to buy them again to compare which is a better condition one, and that way I'll keep the better condition and I'll resell the lower condition one. So we have DC Comics Presents number 28. This is the second appearance of Mongol.
Nice.
And then we have DC Comics presents 27, the first appearance of Mongol.
Mm.
You know, and I don't know if it's the first appearance of his Battle Planet also that he, you know, I have to take a look.
Was it War Planet or
War Planet, yeah. I'm thinking Battle World from Secret Wars.
Battle World.
Then I picked up this book from Hack. Also, he gave me it's been a while. It's been like a month I've had this. I just never showed it. Real nice condition, like a VF copy, close to near man. I would say it's probably like about a 9.0 or 9.2. It's X Factor number 6, first appearance of Apocalypse.
So
You know, everybody's sleeping on this book. This book is dirt cheap right now. But
because when he was in the movie, he sucked.
yeah, but you know what? When that shouldn't even matter, because when MCU takes their villains and reuses them again, you're gonna see how quickly everyone's gonna want this copy and they're gonna pay.
Yo, Apocalypse, man.
That's definitely a book to have your PC, definitely, man.
Yeah. So that one I'll grade and I'll keep it. It's nice condition. Then I got this one here from shout out to Mr.Lett. He gave me a good deal. I finally won a book from him. It was my first book I wanted from him. Forever People #1. Yeah, it's just a nice copy. He said it was like a lower grade copy, but I think it's more. I think it's like a mid grade on it. I think it's higher than what he said. It's in good condition. I'm real happy with the condition of the book. So it's definitely better condition than my copy. So I'm definitely gonna keep this one and sell my copy. I'm happy with the way this one. So shout out to Mr. Lett on that one for giving me a good deal on that.
Go nice with your Jimmy Olsen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that. I still got that Jimmy Olsen. You know, I tried to sell the Jimmy Olsen in that auction. Nobody bid on that one that I was talking about earlier. We were offline. Yeah. So that's all I got right now. That's all my pickups right now. I do have more things, but nothing's come in. Like my mail is delayed or something. I don't know. I should have got more.
Somebody's package from an auction from like.
I do have some books I wanted to show. That I'm gonna send to CBCS for reholder. The reholder only costs $10 for the new slab. So, but I'm gonna wait till a little bit later.
$10?
Yeah, it's $10. We looked it up today.
Yep. I thought it was 15.
Nah, it's $10, bro.
Serious? Damn, I should have put in more.
Yeah, but Mike is already mailing out his today, so that's 9. I don't know. I don't have a box with already 9 slabs. Pretty heavy.
Manny, we was thinking about maybe doing like 9 a month, like 3 each a month. You know what I'm saying, Manny?
Oh, all right.
Yeah, to keep it consistent, you can have things coming in and stuff. You know?
I need to get a lot of my shit reslabbed.
There's anything you want to show, Manny?
I mean, are the slabs that much better? You gonna reslab your whole collection?
I'm not reslabbing my whole collection.
Not everything.
I'm gonna reslab certain things, like certain artwork. I'm gonna reslab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could.
No, I got you. I'm gonna show your books, Manny, since you didn't show them.
Yeah, you could do that.
When I show, since you didn't get to show them, but I'll show them. Like the ladies that have the rivets and all that on it. Like you're gonna, that'd be.
Oh, definitely gonna reslab. Damn, I think I only have one of the rivets on it. Maybe.
We'll show you.
I gotta look because I got a lot of CBC.
All right, go ahead, man. Show what you got.
All right, I got this.
Excuse me.
G.I. Joe book. It's an action figure variant.
Nice.
So this is the last. I guess this is the last one that I needed. Cause I got the Storm Shadow one. That one's signed. And this.
Oh, that's a dope one.
Yeah, this is the version. This is version.
I ain't got
why
that
does
one.
it look like version 2? Oh yeah, it is version 2. My bad. Cause I got the version
sick.
1. It's version 2. The only thing is they don't have timber in here though.
It's like I don't know what they did with that color.
I don't know. They probably messed it up. That's why they made another one. But that's they have 2 action figure ones. It's different colors, the borders. But I think the most expensive one is the Baroness out of this series.
Yeah, we'll figure to be the Snake Eyes, but damn.
And that one is the Baroness one, and I think is the Storm Shadow one because these things they don't print a lot of these, so these are all low print runs. They're not like really big high print runs on those.
Yeah, because I've seen those, and most of them I see is like the corporate commanders and shit like that. Yeah, you're right. Those are low.
Yeah, all those shits is low. So I got this pressed again, cleaned up. Well, it didn't need much cleaning, but I think this is a 9.2 because it had something. Yeah, I probably missed it, but I gave it to Erod and cleaned it up and everything. I think there was dirt back here, but it was in an old slab, so I got this back, and it stood the 9.2 grade, which
Move it back a
I'm
little bit.
happy. I'm happy it stood the 9.2.
Está
But
lindo.
then I'm a little disappointed it didn't go up a grade because I really thought it was a higher grade than a 9.2. But
So
I
wait a
guess
minute.
wasn't.
It was CGC before, right?
Yeah, but it was in the old slab, and it had like a, CGC. They gift you grades. So the old 9.2, there was something in the back of this book, and it pressed out. Good, you can't see the shit no
He
more.
said they get you great.
You know
No, they
how
do. They
CGC.
do give you grades. They do give you grades.
No, I know, I
So
know.
it probably was a 9.0 before, but it was a 9.2. It probably was a 9.0, but whoever it was, they're probably
Listen,
sleeping.
still that's a great
Yeah.
grade for silver age book 9.2.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Historical
matter.
101 shit.
Yeah,
You don't see that. You don't see that regularly.
nah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is for the PC. This ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, that's the MA minus. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
that's a dope ass cover. Hell yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
That's for the PC. I got some other stuff coming in. Oh my
Chef G, what up?
I was looking at CGC earlier, and my books are in grading. Well, not in grading, but they're in the process of being graded. Those 9 books, Biggs.
Oh, so you're gonna get those quick then?
Yeah. So that's
Yeah,
a good
that's
thing.
one thing though. CGC's on fire right now. They pushing out orders fast.
And then Erod sent out another 6 books for me. Some Miles books that I had.
Goodness.
He sent
Yeah,
those
I
out.
saw the
So,
mouse books. Yeah,
yeah. So we
that
see.
order that we got, the 9 slab order that we got from CGC, yo, we got that back in like 2.5 weeks, man. Submitting it, we got that back.
They're
fast.
slowing down now, though. Justin sent some books in, and they've had them things for almost 2 months now.
Oh,
With all the signatures and stuff, things have really
Yeah.
slowed down.
What, they have signatures on it?
No, they're
The
doing all the
signatures
private
they doing.
signings. CGC,
Oh,
those are
all
slow.
the artists. So
The signings
people-
are going to be slow.
yeah, so as soon as there's an artist there signing, people are flooding it in there to get signatures. So times are slowing down.
Yeah, we
If
sent
you're
out books
submitting-
too.
Yeah, but if you're submitting regular submissions without the signing, they're coming quick. It's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
signing that's being delayed.
yeah, there was like a 14-day turnaround or something before, just but it's definitely slowing down because of all that action down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
because
with
I got a
those
Christmas
private-
stick from them.
Yeah, with those private signings, they saying it's going to take a 3-week turnaround. So just imagine all those books in a
Mhm.
3-week turnaround. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
You're gonna get those back at the end of the summer.
Yep.
What's crazy is that those with the book you talking about the books that are for private signings or the books that are not.
Yeah,
Books for private signing, they've got a 3 weeks turnaround.
Got you.
Yeah, remember we got the Claremonts, and Claremont pushed this shit back.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a Claremont book too. I got a book.
Amanda Connor's already signed. I got 1 book out for that one, for her. And it's a
Amanda
G.I.
Connor
Joe.
and I think Kevin Eastman, they did their signing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're not scared of Corona.
Thoro, what about you? You got anything you want to share with us? Anything you want to show?
Yeah, I got a couple of things here.
Let me highlight you.
Make sure it's 2.
No problem.
So a couple.
All right. So I want to go ahead and give a big shout out to the Alchemist. All right. If you guys have been receiving any packages from me, he was kind enough to include some of these prints. So Alchemist is this is some of his personal artwork that he's been doing. And shout out to him. And shout out to Angie. So if you guys are receiving an art print, guys, just to give you a heads up, it's all from the Alchemist. Here's one that he did. This is one of my favorites because I'm a Dark Side fan.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, man. Arsenio, baby.
Last but not least,
He's in the chat room.
Blue Marvel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so he did those prints. So shout out to him for that. I've been including them in everybody's packages. If I haven't, I apologize. I'll send you one because I know it's been hectic for me with the new baby and everything. Here's a brand new title right here, guys. I actually like this a lot, and I actually read up a little bit on this. Ezekiel Himes, Zombie Hunter. So this was originally a Spanish comic book from Spain, rewritten in English, and it is through a company called Amigo. There really wasn't a lot of this at the LCS. I think my buddy Dave, they only had like 4 copies of this thing, and supposedly this thing is going for a nice little penny now. Very interesting read. You guys can kind of see his the zombies and his sunglasses.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. So pretty much the whole premise behind this is zombies are smart and they're kind of holding, human beings like sheep because they know if they run out of human beings, they run out of food. So they
Yeah.
try to kind of cultivate them. And you got zombies that talk, you have leaders, you got little groups and things like that. Very interesting. I could see this becoming a movie later down the
So
road.
Huh.
it's like they took almost like George A. Romero, like his
Yeah,
zombies were evolving. They didn't get to that
exactly.
level, but it would eventually got to something like that. Yeah.
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 So that's why I was
Nice.
just like that. I thought it was interesting, and it's one of those. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a lot of The Walking Dead because you guys know, from the very beginning of The Walking Dead, all the issues you can read through them like literally in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it is. It's not very too much dialogue. It's just
Is it
real
in color
quick.
or black and white?
It's like black. It's black and white.
It's black and white, all right.
And then I also have this. This is a book that I also talked about, and of course, I went to the LCS. I bagged this for $1. Shazam number 11. This is the current Shazam.
Yeah.
And the reason why I was talking about this, if you guys have watched one of the spec videos, this is the Monster Society that they're going to be using for the new Shazam movie. All right, this is the rendition that they're going with. So be on the lookout. This had come out this year. Shazam number 11. This is the Monster Society, the new one. Yep.
Dope.
Yeah, dope ass book. And then of course, since I got my daughter who's a tornado, I never realized I had this, but I always had this movie. And of course, my daughter likes to go and reach out for the DVDs and just push them back and knock everything over.
No.
She did that. Yeah, she did that. She did that crap today to me. Pissed me off. But out of that, this is what I found.
Oh,
All right. So I have
Uh,
Batman Begins, and I never even realized this damn thing was in there. All right. So it is literally a mini comic book.
Yeah, I had that.
shit.
Yeah, for Batman Begins. And
Did it come with the movie?
Yeah. Came with the movie.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, you guys might want to check your DVDs. If you guys had the older DVDs of Batman Begins,
Is it the blue? Is the blue set?
check it. Yeah,
The blue,
check it.
actually, yeah,
I
like
didn't know. Yeah, I honestly I didn't know where the hell I heard about it, but I just didn't even know. And the reason why I didn't know was because you get all those stupid little paper propagandas,
Yeah.
and it was all underneath that. I never take that shit out. So
It has that one has like a pocket. It slides in.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's why I was just kind of like, whatever. I never checked it, and today ends up freaking dropping out because of my daughter. And I looked, I was like, oh
That's
damn,
funny.
I was like, this is cool.
And that's
Yeah.
going for money on eBay?
The reason why I bought this book up too is because if talks with Michael Keaton don't fall through, they're talking about bringing Christian Bale back as Batman. So that's one of the reasons you might want to be on the lookout with the Batman Begins. You'll find like the full size, regular size comic book. This is the mini comic book that came with the DVD.
Nice. I got the Days of Future Past mini comic, the one that came with that DVD.
Yeah.
It has the new cover with
Yep.
I forgot who drew it. But
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. And then this book right here, guys. I honestly think that this is a super underrated book right here. This is definitely a super underrated book. I don't think Phil Noto gets enough love. The guy's a hell of a freaking artist. And this book right here is one of my favorites. And I found this for $1. And I don't know how the hell this is for $1, but it is what it is. And I have several copies of this. Angela Asgard's Assassin.
well, I'm gonna need one of them several copies. So.
Yeah, this is number 3. This is issue 3 right here. This is the variant by Phil Noto. And this is a gorgeous book. And eventually I think this will pop up on people's radar. And man, I'm telling you, this is
That book was hot for a little bit before though, because I remember when it came out, I could not find a copy anywhere for that book.
So this is this is a dope ass cover, man. Phil Noto.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that series didn't sell a lot either, so it's probably not that many.
that is low print.
Yeah.
Super. Very. I agree with you, James. No.
Oh yeah. And last but not least, I got a customized slab. It cost $10. Wanted to see what how good it was. It's pretty decent. I mean, I'm not getting anything slabbed, so I was like, you know what? Why not slab it myself? So I ended up getting this custom slab right here.
Oh no.
This is the 14th print right here, guys. All right. Yeah, and one of the harder ones to find besides the ninth printing. I've talked about this book as well because they're talking about putting this in the new Batman movie. All right, they're trying to use this and possibly show the Joker at the end of the movie. That's something that's in big talks. This is dope. I mean, it comes apart right here.
Yeah,
These little things, and it's kind of like a little button seal, and you just press it
yeah,
down.
that's what they're called, the slab.
They're custom slabs. No. It's a company called Custom Slabs. Custom Slabs. I'll get more information. I'll bring it up to you guys in a video if anybody's interested. I don't. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing. I thought it was a dope idea, and they also make custom labels on there for you.
That's dope.
Batman the Killing Joke. Yeah, so it's pretty dope. It has an inner well. You could kind of see it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys can see the little lip, and then it has a little pocket for you to put the book in.
Didn't
pretty
Frost
cool.
was like sponsoring those people one time?
yeah.
Yeah, so I thought this was dope. I mean,
Skins. It was called Comic Skins or something like that.
Yeah, comic skins back in the day.
yeah. So I thought it was I thought it was cool. I mean, to put in whatever books that you want, and just to have something. If you're not slabbing,
it's good,
just wanna-
it's good protection if you're not grading them.
exactly. Because I know Fleer makes one, but those are a little bit more expensive. It has magnets, and it's literally like a clamshell. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I've bought several of them. It's just a little expensive. So it's literally clamshell, put the book in, clamshell, and just close it, and it attaches to the magnets at the top.
Yeah, it's like for the cards.
That's what I got.
They did the same,
that's-
and they did the label, but they used to charge you $21 for them, $22.
Yeah, they're freaking expensive. But I to be honest with you, I like the Fleer ones a little bit better. I'm not too fond of this. They do only do it at the on both sides, right here on this side, and then at the bottom. So it's okay. I mean, it's dope. It makes your book look nice or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah. I mean,
Did they make custom sizes?
yeah.
And the reason I asked is I have an unbelievable clean copy of Superman versus Muhammad Ali,
Okay.
and I'm just trying to find a way to display that thing because CGC won't grade it.
Oh, I mean, you could hit them up. I'll send you the link and ask them. I don't know if they do treasuries because them things are humongous. I have one of those too. So yeah, I would definitely check out and see what they do. But I thought it was dope, for what it is.
Yeah, that's a
you
beautiful
could
copy. What you got that in, Joker?
21 right there.
It's a little beat up. It's like in fine condition.
Yeah, but what you got it in? You look like you got
top loader.
plastic.
Oh, is it
Top loader.
It's a top loader. What is it? Life magazine top loader. They have them on eBay.
Yeah, those are the Life magazine ones.
Yeah.
You forget, what? When the Clifton Comic Show comes back again, you got Ex Nemesis to pick you up. There's a table there that has them.
Yeah, that's the top.
They have
loader.
what? They have what? Top loaders like that, or hard cases?
Yeah,
My favorite one, guys. That's my favorite.
size.
All right, there you go. All right, I got some stuff to show.
Hey,
man, real
you see,
quick.
no
I got-
comments. Put it in there.
Roger, you got anything you want to share with us? Anything you want to show? Or
Yeah, Joker was gonna go. I'll go after him.
Yeah,
Well,
I only got three stuff. But real quick, man, just one of them.
I got
My
you.
man showed off the 14 print that I gotta show off the 9 printing, bro.
That's
Nice.
Red,
You know me?
word.
Shout out to Lett for that one, man. All right, so that was it. And then since Jeff and my man Eli was doing the 1 in 25s, I missed this one, so I got this.
Damn.
I know,
We got,
that
we
one
got
is
the
hard
fucking
to
Infinity
get.
Gems.
That's the
Yeah.
hard to get one.
Yeah,
and
shout out to
what
Josh.
ratio is that one?
This is 93, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 93.
No, I mean, what ratio is that one?
1 in
The 1 in
25.
25.
They're all 1 in 25.
Oh, they're all 1 in 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're only 125s. For issue 93. So shout out to Josh for that one. And the last one I got is from a raffle. And I know I'm being redundant because I'm following Biggs and shit with this one, but it is for
No, it's right.
here you go, Forever People number 1. And
Damn, man, I gotta get a Spider-Man 300 Forever People #1 just to join the club now.
yeah, word, right? I don't have a Jimmy Olsen. I like the Jimmy Olsen cover too, man. So
Who's raffle you won that from?
from C Shaver. C Shaver used to do a lot of raffles back in the day.
Yeah.
And I won a few raffles, and I think he took like a couple years off, a year and a half off or whatever, and he's back at it again. So he's doing raffles. So shout out to C Shaver. Gammon knows him because I be bumping heads on him in the raffles there, man. So
Yeah.
So then this is a beautiful copy, bro. It's like they said a 9.0.
Ooh, that's nice.
And I believe so. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? A nice, clean, and press.
What spot you won that with?
#1.
Yeah, he wanted
Yo,
my one.
Big's number. You know what I mean? He says I need his blessings, but damn, man, I had to prove that I had to do without your blessings. Right? Oh man, but that's all I got, man.
It's all right. I blessed you without you knowing.
Oh, you did. Thank you. See, thank you, man.
Pause. Wait, that's a pause right there.
What's up, Deli Fingers? I need that Batman.
We got the Infinity Gems with those freaking covers. It's like we all have a different one. We're like the Guardians of the Batman 1 and 25 freaking covers.
All right. I didn't think I was going to have anything to show, and then I got home from work today, and there were 3 boxes waiting for me on the front steps. So,
oh, nice.
So first one I
That's
got
never a
here.
problem.
Yeah, I know, Dr. Afra #1.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
I got this one because it came in a set from the same buyer with this one. First appearance.
Oh, nice.
Dr. Afra, super clean copy.
That's awesome.
I've been buying these up like crazy. I have been selling some in the auctions, but I have, a few in my collection to keep, send out and get graded.
I have a signed 9/8 copy.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. All these Star Wars shows are coming out. I got this one. This is Kane and the Last Padawan, the Scotty Young variant.
What's up, Taz?
Oh, that's nice.
And you guys, I am trying to scoop these up as much as I can, because anybody, excuse me, that watched Rebels, at the very end of Rebels, when Sabine Wren was picked up by Ahsoka Tano, and they took off to go look for
Ezra.
You know, and the rumor is that Sabine's going to show up in the new Mandalorian, and I got my fingers crossed that those two are together and they come up with a spin-off show.
Yeah,
and so then I won a lot from Gamma to stay with that theme.
Yeah.
And there was a whole stack of Star Wars books, and I'm not showing those off. Just I don't want to hijack your channel, but this came with it, a little preview of what book I actually won from him in the auction.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I remember that.
Nice. I got to get that one. I got the Rebels one. You son of a
Gamma. I'm sorry to say this. I effing stole this from him.
Yeah.
That book has gone super expensive.
I am telling you, and the stack of books that went with this are probably worth $100 or more. That pop is worth $30. I never thought I'd be able to own this because of how much it's blown up. I am super stoked to have this in my collection now.
Sweet, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have this pressed and graded, and it's never gonna leave my collection.
That's
And I got this. Can you guys see this back here?
I was about to say, what's that slab right there? Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
Let me see that.
Yeah,
Look at this slab stand.
Custom made.
nice.
Yeah, shout out to Slab Stands. Yeah.
Slab stands. I mean, they're not a sponsor of them, but man, I'll buy these all day. This is a great way to display.
Yeah.
I sent him my logo, and he's like, "I'll see what I can do," and this is what he did with it, man. Like, that's not an easy thing to do,
No.
What is that? What is that in the slab stand?
That is a 9.9.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
And if you look back there, I got 2 3 Men in the Basement ones. We had those made up too. One with the old logo with Peter Porker, and then brand new one there that the other boys haven't even seen yet. So,
oh, nice.
I'm sorry. I didn't see the 9.9. I was distracted by the double D's.
That's why I display it in the living room.
I'm not part of the 99 club, so.
Man,
I don't even have it.
Just Alvarez, what's up? What's going on?
Send in my Batman Damned and.
So real quick, I wanted to give Barry Gary a shout out because I was rewatching some of the auctions today, and I realized that he was wearing the NY Warriors shirt the whole auction. He was wearing the ones that I got done by special needs people with developmental disability. They made those shirts for me, and they were for nonprofit, and so I ended up putting an order with them, and I gave them all out, like as I was going to the conventions and stuff like that.
David,
I happened to give him one when I bought books from his booth last year at East Coast Comic Con. So shout out to him. He was wearing it during the whole auction. I realized that.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Definitely, man.
I like that design too. We need to bring it back for the next wave of T-shirts.
Sorry, not for sale. So you're gonna show your slabs, man?
Yeah. So me, Manny, and Mike, we're putting together a reholder order for CBCS since the new slabs are active already, and so I'm gonna show you. So Mike has his. I'll let Mike go last as he just went real quick. I have Manny's books already because I'm the one who's gonna be shipping them out. So I'm gonna show you the 3 that Manny's gonna send for reholder since he didn't get a chance to show his, and then I'll show you mine as well. So he's gonna send this one right here, Amazing Spider-Man 569, 9.8, signed by who's this signed by Argerm? Is it Argerm? Oh man, I'm sorry, Eddie Granoff, my bad. Yeah, I need glasses, yo, because my eyes are hurting. So he's sending this one in to get reholdered. As you can see, we were talking about this, the old label with the rivets on top.
Oh, those suck.
Yeah, ugly ass label. So this one desperately needs to be to rehold. Yeah, he's sending that. He's sending here this one, this is G.I. Joe number 0, the Muzzle Flash edition variant. Yeah, this book is pretty pricey, this one. So he's gonna send that to get reholder. He's sending one of each type. And he's sending, it's funny, this book has come up. This is the 3rd time on this show the book is gonna come up. So he's gonna send this one right here. Forever People number 1. But the difference with this book is this one is signed by Jack Kirby.
Sweet.
Wow.
Yeah, so this one is it's one of the verified signatures. So I'm gonna read to you guys what it says because everyone's always talking about the 134 and what. So CBCS writes, first appearance of Forever People, second appearance of Darkseid and Cameo. I don't know why they write that. And then Superman cover and appearance. But I think they've updated that since then. And it's signed by Jack Kirby on page 1.
Your feet had already dropping 500.
I remember when you found that book, yo. That was crazy.
So now I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna send to reholder.
Real quick before you do that, Emerald Knight. What is a CBCS reholder fee? It's gonna be $10. It's $10.
Yeah.
That's a big search.
$10. We looked it up today. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man?
You're still gonna have to put the fair market value on it and all that, and then the shipping and everything. So it'll,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send this one out. This is my Secret Wars number 8, 9.8 by pages, signed by Mike Zeck and John Beatty.
Mr. Lett the fold.
I'm gonna send my Superman Annual number 4, first appearance of Batman Beyond in DC continuity, signed by Argerm.
Yeah, oh sweet.
I need
that's
that
dope.
Book.
Yeah,
I got that book.
And I'm gonna send this one here, my Batman Beyond number 1, first appearance of Terry McGinnis in comics, 8.5 white pages, signed by Bruce Timm.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, Bruce Timm is not an easy stick to get, bro.
It is not an easy stick to get.
8.5 whatever, but the signature makes up for it because he's not, he's typically in the West Coast also.
10,000.
So these are the 3 books that I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna send that Terry McGinnis one too. Later, I'm gonna send mine.
On the next order, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send that one in.
That's my son. Yeah, so those are that's the order. Then Mike, go ahead. You can show your the ones you're gonna ship.
Yeah. So yeah, man, those are dope books. This book right here is the first CBCS book I ever got signed and slabbed, man. In East Coast, it was like 3 years ago. Well, I'll tell you right now how many years ago. 16. So that's what 4 years ago. Yeah, I got Batman 227 signed by Neil Adams at a 5.5.
Nice. That's a good grade.
It would have been a better grade, but the dumbass that I am caught a tape pull. You know, the dumbass.
I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? The newbie that I was back then, but definitely I would have had. It would have been a beautiful, better grade, man. It would have been like at least.
You should have told him to do a thing on there. A sketch.
I know, right? Like drew like a little remark. Never too late, right? Well, I don't know, but it's so yeah, man. I'm gonna get that reslab, man, because definitely you see the old.
That's the first generation label.
Yep.
Those labels wasn't that bad.
I actually like those first gen.
Yeah, these labels were dope. I like these things. No, you can't see it. These labels were dope. I have 2 more, so I'll probably keep I have a Harley Quinn, the first appearance of Harley Quinn, with the first gen label, so I'll probably keep that one the first gen. It's good to have them. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah,
I have one of every label.
Shout out to the 87 people that's joining us. Shout out to AG Surfer, Peanut Arman, El Comic Box, Danny Wabera, Nemo Comics, JLS Comics, Johnny Boy, Dennis J. Nookie. Damn, a lot of people joined us, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. They're showing love, man, to the Warriors, baby. And the next book, where the hell did I get this? But I think it was the East Coast too.
Nah, I got that sound for you.
No, the book itself, where I got the book.
Oh,
I think it was East Coast. But Manny, shout out to Manny. He got me this Denny O'Neil signature of Joker number 1, 9.4. And without Manny, I wouldn't have had the sign right by Denny O'Neil. Yeah, all right. This is like my only slab Denny O'Neil signature.
That's when I went to Terrificon.
Yeah. He was there, and damn, we have this we slabbed it, man. This one's like I think it's like the more modern one, right? Because it got the little hologram on the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like the second or third version.
Man, I think Dennis J. Nick,
I think that was after the ribbit.
Yeah,
this was after the ribbit. Yeah, I have one that's those just suck, dude. Those labels.
Yo, what you say?
Dennis J. Nick, want to know when did you get the Kirby sig?
Shit, I don't know. You can see the date on it, and I'll tell you.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
And the last book I'm gonna send in is shout out to Murph, Tom Brady. Nah, let me stop. Batman 608, and this is one of my favorite Batman books. This ain't going ever nowhere, man.
My favorite Batman book too.
This holds value. I mean, this holds like sentimental meaning too, because it's kind of like not to get all mushy and shit. The first time I met Manny was with this book. You know what I mean? Nah, that's serious. This all made it happen. If I didn't met Manny, I wouldn't have been here right now. You know,
They lived happily ever after.
Exactly. You know, but this book right here, I bought it in a set. I said it plenty of times. I said it was a 9.6. And I got it cleaned and pressed, and it came back a 9.8, signed by Jim Lee. That year, I think Stan Lee was supposed to do the signatures, and I think he was sick.
That was that Big Apple Con.
Yes,
that was that Big Apple Con.
Yeah.
Yes, that was Big Apple Con. Manny said that y'all was like way back of the line when I was getting my SIGs. And shout out to Manny for holding up the 12 people or whatever people for my SIG, my slab.
You know what date that was? That was 3/5/16. That was when we were established.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's the New York Warriors book.
No. Was it?
2017.
Yeah.
No, it was 2017.
That was the year before, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, man, this right here. This is my baby. So that's why I got these slabs.
So real quick, I want to give a shout out to Shallow Comics. He gave us a $3.99 super chat. He said, "Awesome group, thank you, Shallow Comics. Appreciate that, man."
I put no pause on that, man. It's all love, man, with Manny.
Yo,
what? With the super chats, we're gonna get Mike some lights so he could get out the darkness back there.
Hey, Big, put the camera on me for a second before we get into the topic. Not to feel left out or anything, but there you go. I felt kind of left out, so I had to show mine off too. So there you go.
More left out.
The
person that doesn't have the book at all.
That's it.
Yo, Jeff. You know, not for none, but that's a good grade, man, for that book. 8.0.
Yeah, it is.
Notorious for getting tanned and all that.
This is a little tan, but still, it got an 8.0. I have to give shout outs to Erod. He the one that pressed and cleaned this book, so big shout out to Erod on that one, the master presser.
Yo, it was one time I went to Big Apple Con. This guy had a Forever People's #1. He had that shit at 9.0. Jack Kirby signed it right in the front.
Wow.
You can see it in the front. Somebody asked a question about me getting mine.
Yeah, there's no date on it. There's no date on it.
There's no date. I
remember. I know
it was
when
before
got
I was an NY Warrior.
Yeah, it's a red label. This is a red label, guys. It's not a witness. It's verified that the signature is real, but it's not witnessed.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as the series when Kirby, because that came after.
Yeah, Kirby was gone.
Kirby died in 1995.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So he died. They didn't start grading books and all that until 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Late 99, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Batman 608 connecting to.
I
I do have, but I don't have a 9.8 on it. I got to get mine slabbed and signed. It has to be matching yellow labels on that one, Daniel.
Yeah, match that
So
label.
you know what? So everybody showed off a little bit what we got, what we picked up. One of the topics that we were going to talk about real quick. I know you usually do an hour, but I think today we could do like an hour and a half. We could do another half an hour real quick.
Yeah.
If everybody's up to it, I'm up to it. So one of the topics that we want to bring up, and guys, I want you in the chat. We're not talking about anyone in specific. We're not talking about any specific person or any specific issue or anything like that. We're just talking in general terms, because everyone here has done auctions. We all sell books on auctions. There's many of you in the chat that have sold books or buy books and things like that. And one of the scenarios that all the auctions run across, every auction that's on YouTube, or even on Instagram, when you're selling books on Instagram, when it comes to grading a book, like when do you, as a seller, feel confident enough to grade a book, or as a buyer, accept what the seller is telling you the grade they think it is? Because we all know that grading is subjective. You know what I mean? You use the standard, and at the end of the day, it can come back different or whatever.
Wait, hold on. Manny's making a cocktail.
You gotta mute Manny.
Who's that?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, you good,
Manny, make your drink.
You hear now? Yeah. So that's what we wanted to talk about. We want to talk about what do you guys think in the chat or in the panel? What do you guys think is acceptable? Like, for example, I'm gonna give you a scenario. This is just a scenario. A seller says, I think the book is a 6.5. Now you buy based on, that's what you think. They show you whatever defects the book has, and you tell yourself, you know what, it does look like a 6.5, so I'm gonna bid up to this amount. So you win the book, you get the book back, you look at the book, you agree, okay, it looks good. I agree with what the seller says. You submit the book to CBC as a CGC. Now the book comes back a 5.0. So now the seller is like, wait a minute, this guy told me 6.5, came back a 5.0. So should I contact the seller back and be like, yo, you said 6.5, it came back 5.0? So like what would a buyer right there do? Or what would a seller do? What do you guys think? I'll give you what I think. I think that it doesn't matter if they submitted it to CGC or CBCS. Once they received the book and they accepted the condition of the book, then that's on them if they send it to get graded and it comes back something different. Because anything could have happened to that book in the delivery and the package. Because the grading companies are notorious for messing up books and not saying anything. It's happened to me many times. So I feel like the buyer shouldn't come back at the seller, especially if they received the book.
Grading is definitely subjective, guys. Everybody knows that. And as the butt of the joke I am on 3 Men in a Basement channel for getting the butt end from CGC when I submit. Look at Thoro.
I'm sorry.
Those for me.
Roger, I'm gonna have to hold you for 1 second. Hold on.
That's it.
One of those is for me, right?
Thoro had outrageous and showed 2 copies.
Better than a double D's.
You know what's so funny? When I'm looking at you digging in there, I know he's gonna pull out some feather.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I agree with you, Universe.
I'm part of that club too.
Nah, I can't go without being in the club, man.
I need that book and I need 300 and I'll be in the club.
Yeah, that's the next one I need, 300. But go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, so I submitted a Teen Titans 12, right? First Joker That Laughs, right? Yeah. So, this went back to the beginning of 3 Men channel. And we submitted it, right, in a whole bunch of books. So one of the original 3 Men, who's no longer part of our channel, had a first Captain Marvel. He's like, this thing's got to be an 8.5. He goes, if I get an 8.5, I'll be happy. It's probably going to be a 7.5 or an 8, right? He pulls it out to 9.8.
Yeah.
Right? He almost passes out. The next book that pulls out, right, is my Teen Titans 12. Brand new. I got it from the store. Sent it in, right? It came back at 8.5. And when you look at the thing, it said off-white pages.
What?
The pages are black and glossy. How do I get off-white pages? So like you're saying, if someone agrees that you have a grade, okay, they're not. They make mistakes over there, guys. They make mistakes. I know that I can, and I'm holding on to that 8.5 because I'm making a video of me mailing it to Rocket Comics so that they could crack it, submit it, and when I get it back at a 9.8, you know, it'll be the joke of that show. But it happens, you know, things. And what did they get our books mixed up? I mean, it's possible, but you can't hold me accountable for the grade that a company gave you, especially if you could have some, you know, some grader that's, you know what, I've had a bad day. Screw this guy's book.
Yeah.
But you know what? It works both ways.
Yeah.
Like your example, you said the guy said the book is a 6.5. You look at it, he shows it off during the auction. You like, okay, it's a 6.5, and I'm gonna buy it. You buy the book, thinking it's a 6.5. You go send it out to CGC or CBCS, and they come back a 7 to 7.5. What you gonna do? Oh, the book came back at a higher grade. Let me give you more money for it.
Yeah.
Come on, you're not gonna do that. So it works both ways. If it comes back at a lower grade, you should not complain. If it comes back at a higher grade, you're not going to say anything. So leave it as is.
The only time I think a buyer can dispute a grade and may want to send you back the book, or may want to come and speak to you about a difference, is if they didn't submit the book. For example, I buy a book from somebody. They told me it was this great. When I received the book, I'm like, damn, I don't think it's that great. And I paid a lot of money thinking it was this great. And so now, as soon as I got the book, I didn't agree with the condition. Maybe the camera was off or whatever. Then I think you're entitled that you can have a conversation with the person that sold, because this is just based on your judgment. Now you sending the book out somewhere else and risking the travel and all that. Then I think you can talk to the seller and see what you guys can work out. Or like an example, if I say a book is a certain grade, and that person tells me, can you take that book and send it to this person so they can submit it for me directly, and the book never went into their hands, and if that book comes back like 2 grades lower than what I said, then they're in a position where we can negotiate something back.
Well, why? But see, here's the thing. Why? Because
the book never got into their hands.
But it went to a third party. So you don't know what's going on with that third party. So
I know, but I feel like if it came back a grade lower or a grade higher, then I'm okay with that. Then they're gonna have to deal with that. But if I was off by 2 or 3 grades, then there's clearly gotta be something wrong, you know?
I mean, like with me, only time I would really bitch to the seller, is if like with all eBays, like you buy a book off eBay and they put it in some kind of manila envelope and it's come back all bent and stuff. Yeah, then you got all right to complain and stuff.
If the book is damaged based on shipping.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're all adults here. We're all looking at the auction. You know, if somebody's not sure, they always put in the chat, oh, can you open the page? Can you open the book? Can you show closer stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, don't always go by what the person say. If you're not sure and you want to buy the book, ask.
Yeah, one thing that the guys have been doing that I've been seeing a lot, which I think is awesome, is when they post the pictures on Instagram. I've seen Gamma do it. I've seen Thoro do it. I've seen Lett. That's a great idea. You just post the pics. There you go. You can see all the defects.
And I thoroughly think it's buyer beware. You know, I don't do a lot of auctions. You guys see me in the chat and all your auctions. I'm there every weekend buying shit. And I always say to myself, I go see what the price is. So if Mr.Lett looks at the book and says, I'm going to say this is a very fine plus, I go find out what the cost for that thing in a very fine minus, and that's my highest bid. That way I give myself cushion. I'm not going to hold the guy accountable. Grading is subjective. If you're bidding on a book that I tell you is a near minus to a very fine plus, and you get it and you think it's a very fine minus and you're complaining about it, I don't know what to say. I mean, if you're overpaying for a book, that's, as a seller, I don't think that's my responsibility. You know?
Yeah, I tend to give numbers, and I keep telling myself that I got to stop doing that. I should go, I shouldn't be giving numbers. I should give, VF, fine, like that, especially when it comes to raw books. But for me, it's a habit. I got to keep telling myself that, but
Yeah, you was busting my balls before for just doing
oh yeah, for the numbers, yeah,
VF and all that
yeah,
shit.
You
And
know
then
what? I
I
mean,
feel like it's a little bit more safer like that, though. You know what I mean? Or mid
yeah,
grade,
it
high
is.
grade. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they people, you know, I don't know, hold you
yeah.
to it.
I haven't had issue with the numbers or nothing like that, but I'm gonna stay away from the numbers also when it comes
You
to
know
law.
what?
Yeah.
No offense to anybody on the chat or here on the panel, but the only person I trust with numbers, actual number grades, is Erod.
Erod, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, yeah. I
I
told
think
no
we can all
offense,
agree
no
on
offense
that.
taken. Yeah.
no, yeah, I trust you out with numbers
You know,
too.
you talking Jeff, you talking mad shit, but you know that Erod goes to Biggs and they grade books
Yeah,
together,
yeah, I
right?
felt that. I was about to say
Yeah, I was
Biggs.
just gonna say that. I got Iraq
Yeah,
goes.
I know, I know, I
Yeah,
know, I
when we
know.
we
Yeah,
discussed the
Biggs,
grades
he be
together.
on point. He be on point with his shit.
No,
We'll
Biggs
go.
do be on
We
point.
gonna put it to the test too, because we sent out some slabs up a couple weeks ago, man. So,
Listen, the only reason when it comes to me and grading, I've cracked a lot of books and resubmitted and made man mistakes. A lot of many knows how many mistakes I've made and books I've cracked and resubmitted. I spent a lot of money doing that shit, you
Let
know.
me
But at
tell
the
you
same time,
something.
you learn from it. I think I've learned from
Biggs is pretty good at his grading, but I've called
from
him plenty of times when he hands me the book and he says, "What do you
yeah,
think?" I'd
the
be like,
lighting.
"Yo, bro, that got this, that got this. Yo, look at that. You didn't see that? Oh, nah, I didn't see that.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Manny has
you're
a good
right.
eye. Manny has a good eye for defects. Manny has a good
I
eye.
know, but when your guys in doubt, who do you go to?
Not you.
No, definitely not me. Hell no, not me. Don't be desperate. Don't be
I don't like
desperate.
4.5,
No,
bro.
when we hang out, it's
Oh,
always,
here we go again.
when we hang out, it's between me and Erod. We discuss the
Yeah,
grade.
because Erod is right there, so you could go to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We
Don't
that's
discuss
take
all
tough
the
offense.
time.
time.
Don't take offense, Manny. I didn't
All right,
mean to
but
hurt
listen,
your
listen,
feelings,
listen.
boo boo.
In reality, man, we're
You
not
hurt my feelings.
professional graders.
No, we're not. Yeah, none of us
Exactly. We're
are.
not.
Professional graders. You know, I'm just gonna stick to like Big. I'm gonna stick to my own books. I'm gonna give my grades like that. But hey, when I sell
Yeah,
a book, whatever, I'll let it be known. This is a high grade book. This is
yeah.
not whatever. If it's a low grade book, mid grade to low, high grade, whatever the case is, you know what I mean. And I'll show the defects on the book, or anybody should, whoever's selling on the auction, just so the buyers can feel a little bit more comfortable like that. You know what I mean. But if
Exactly.
but if you give a number, then it's a little bit suspect. You know what I mean. Sometimes.
King of the Golden State set. Um, Home of the NY Warriors knows I'm sharp as fuck about grading. Your Incredible Hulk 340, for example.
For
So
real.
yeah, so King of the Golden State. So I called him up. I was like, listen, James, I know you got multiple copies of this book. I said, I need a Hulk 340. I need either a 9.2 or 9.4 raw copy. And he's like, okay, I'll see what I could do. So he sends me the book, and I agree. I think it's a 9.2. I agree with him. I think it's a 9.2. So, but I know that with a pressing, we can elevate this to a 9.4. And said and done, the Erod pressed and clean. It came back a 9.4. So it was on point both times, you know. So he
Yeah.
gave me the exact book, the right, row book.
Yeah.
Let's read some of these comments real
Put that
quick.
away.
I'm not in the club either, Manny. So don't worry about it.
So I guess
I do have a 309.8 though.
of stories here.
No.
My best stories to get.
I'm not a 300 club, unfortunately.
I got the 300 facility edition. Does that count?
I got the True Believers.
I want that Niagara Falls one. That's the one.
There you go.
Yeah, when it comes to restoration, none of us are experts in restoration. Well, I can't
You
speak for
need
you
you
guys,
need a
but
black light, right, for that?
So I don't mean to speak for you guys. I know I'm not an expert at restoration. So that's hit or miss right there.
That you need a black light for that, right?
Not
For the
it's
restoration.
not just
More than just a black light, because there could be other things that's restored to the book besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a page glued on. You won't be able to tell if it's glue or not.
Yeah,
I guess there's a lot of other shit.
it could be staples cleaned.
Yeah.
It could be staples cleaned. There could be a lot of stuff, and some of
Yeah.
it may not be restoration. It could be conservation. Just books that are put together so that they won't deteriorate anymore. So that's not considered restoration. Like archival tape and stuff like that. That's not considered restoration.
And
That's
some of it's
Yeah.
almost impossible to see. Everett
Yeah.
tells a
Yeah.
story. He bought a Justice League #1 from our LCS, Right? We looked at it. I mean, this thing looked great. He sent it off to Rocket Comics, and he called up and he's like, "Listen, I'll submit this if you want, but there's restoration on it." And so he ended up not grading it. He sent it back, but even when we got it back, I mean, we had to look pretty hard to find what they were able to find, and the LCS definitely made good on it and stuff.
Well, because back in the day too, restoration was really common. From what I talked to, like a lot of collectors, especially like older guys and like 50s and stuff, they told me like, hey, we used to freaking restore all these books, whatever we could do to save them. So a lot of those books from like pre 1960, like all those books there's a lot that have been restored or conserved, and
Yeah. One more thing, also another few things I want to bring up with it. It's not really off topic. It's kind of the same thing. Is when you buy books, guys, from like LCSs and all that, and it's happened to me. I know it's happened to Manny. It's happened, and I know it's happened to everyone that's collecting. We don't open up our books sometimes. Gotta have,
Yeah.
And so for example, like Manny, remember those Golden Age books with the center pages detached? High dollar books, $200-$300 books with center page detached. And because they were Golden Age, we didn't want to like kind of open it. But then when me and Erod opened it up, and we remember the pages we sent you?
Yeah.
Like that's real. Also page trimming too. Knowing, I mean, what the proper size of a book. And remember, by era, books change by size by era.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Silver Age books that are the size of Golden Age books.
Yeah,
these Femforce books, they all different sizes. Every issue.
Yeah, like for example, the Green Lantern run, the beginning books, those shits are oversized.
So you know what? It sounds like you got to build a trust type relationship with your LCS.
Yeah.
And also
build that trust, Jeff.
No, you know
what?
I know you got to build that trust.
You know what's the
I trust my LCS.
You sure?
You got a tight relationship, Manny. Don't be jealous.
You know what's the best thing for me? That
always yours.
To find defects.
Always, I should say.
It's your friends. Your friends. Discussing things amongst your friends, guys. Keep your friends, like your comic friends, always discuss it with them. Like, what do you guys think?
Yep.
You know how many times we found our defects, and that's amongst showing ourselves, right, Mike? Jeff?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
We share like what we buy. We take pictures. What do you guys think of this? Or what do you guys think of that? And we all bounce ideas and stuff out off each other.
And let me tell you another thing. Big, sorry. What Biggs was saying about the whole thing, you gotta check your books, man. Let me tell you another thing. Even when you go to this happened to Ray. Even when you go to conventions when they start up again, make sure you look at the books too, because some of those guys, when they buy collections, sometimes they don't look at the book. They'll just look at the front cover and the back. They won't even open up the book, and it's missing stamps, it's missing pages. That happened to me. I had to bring the two big boys in there with me to come get my money.
Oh yeah.
The Batman book. The Batman book. Me and
Batman book.
Yeah, I was missing the Marvel value stamp.
I had my two bodyguards. I had the press dude. But he made good. He made good because he knew me, and I always go to him anyways.
He looked at me and Jeff, and he started right away negotiating with Manny back.
Yeah, like, yo, there's no. In my mind, I'm like, why are you negotiating with me? I'm telling you something. You know, I bought this book from you. You know, I ain't gonna try to do you dirty.
Take a chance.
He was like, yeah, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but you know
so
what?
So he gave me back whatever the book I paid for, and then he paid me back for the Neil Adams sick.
Yeah.
But you know what? You got, as what Biggs and Manny was saying, when you go out and you buy books at a con or whatever, always have your boys with you. If you're in doubt, have your boys with you, man.
Yeah, at the convention you can attack, man. You can.
Dude. Recently when before the COVID start was going on, when we was going to that Jersey thing, the Jersey show, Clifton.
Clifton. We attacked Clifton.
Yeah, like me, Biggs, Manny, and Erod did, just like on top of like yo, what's this? How does this look? You know, whatever.
Yeah, Jeff been there with us too.
Oh yeah. The first time we went to Clifton.
So it's like definitely got to get a feedback from each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the same thing we did when we went to East Coast last year. When I went to Gary's booth, I bought that Nova #1 and that 252. You and Jeff were in. I'm like, let's look at these books real quick before I make any commitment. We went through them and stuff. We opened them up. Check
To
them
the
out. See,
Pop will get you. I like
see
that
if the
peanut.
grade, yeah, what grade that he put
Yo,
on there.
the enforcers right here. The enforcers. That's what it is. Peter, right here.
You know, and you know what the dealers hate when I be like, nah, don't pay that. That's too much money. He's asking for too much, and they'll look at me and they'll stay quiet. we're notorious for that at Big Apple Con.
Yeah.
You know, that shit is crazy. What about you, Thoro? What do you think?
Well, yeah, y'all already know my experiences, man. I've had multiple times where I've told people because I know people have asked me, in all honesty, why I stopped getting books graded, and I told them
Yeah,
because at the end that shit is subjective, and
yeah,
it's like Roger said it too before. You might have one of these dudes who's having a bad day, and he's just kind of like, "Fuck it, I know this is a 9.8, but I'm gonna give you a 9." And it's just kind of like it's happened to me before. I've had books that were 9.0s, 9.2s, and I resubmit them without pressing them or nothing, just to see what the fuck happens.
yeah,
And I'm like, yo, this should have gotten a higher grade. Next thing you know, the book comes back at 9.8, 9.6, and it's like it starts making you think. These are professional guys, and they're doing this. And on top of that, the requirement that they have, because they have a quota, they have to do a certain amount of books. By the
yeah,
time, dude, anybody's eyes will be jacked up, and you'll start seeing shit. So it's just kind of like, and you're focusing. Because, like,
yeah,
for me, I could just be sitting here just looking at my own comic books. And after a while, not even 15 minutes, I'm like, fuck,
yeah. And
put this shit down.
1,000 yards
so
there.
I'm glad you brought that up about the eyes and them looking because if you guys have ever watched our interviews that we've had with Steve Burrock on the show, he's touched on that many times on how they got to give their greatest breaks
Yeah.
from books because the eyes start playing tricks on you. So
Yeah.
every certain amount of books they pull them off so
Yeah.
that like relax, do something else, and take a break from the eye so they could come back properly and grade properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like too is like you never know, like when any company, I mean any place
Yeah,
that does anything, if they if you're behind on shit, you're gonna be making them dudes work, man, regardless. And at that point, you're not
That's
gonna give
right.
them breaks. So for people to come over here and think that we're just because I say it's a 9.0 and then it comes back at 8.5, it's like damn, like now it's like hey man, like you told me it was this, but it's this. So everybody it becomes subjective because in all reality, you could sell me a book tomorrow, Biggs, and tell me it's a 9.2. I look at it and I'm like, nah, Biggs, this is an 8.5. I want you to give me some of my money back. Everybody and anybody could do it, and in the end, is like we lose so much money from selling our books on these auctions
yeah,
because we're really not freaking making the money that
Yo,
we're supposed to. That
we're
I
not.
get on eBay, and we're not vendors, bro. We're collectors.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yo, Thorough, we don't only lose money, we also lose time with our families.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's facts.
no, that's perfect right there, Manny. That's true.
Yeah.
Because
And
that's
then,
away from the family. You're over there, you're selling books away from your family.
yeah,
I mean, I don't make my living off selling comics, so
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that's family time right there. Whatever time I got.
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause I
Not
don't
to
like.
not to knock anybody else that does if they
Nah,
they
yeah,
are making
exactly.
it.
Yeah, to each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
Like for me, like for me, I'm on disability, bro. It is, what I mean. I tell that to people all day long. And for me, this just helps me supplement because if my daughter all of a sudden, like right now, I'm worried because she's been throwing up breast milk. So now the next step is like shit. She's colic. I'm fucked. Now I got to go buy a freaking,
some special
Nutrigen.
formula.
That expensive ass freaking. So I'm over here praying every
I
day.
know.
So you know what I mean. So it's like in the end, I tell guys all the time, and and I say it right away too. If you're not happy with something, as soon as you receive that book, check it, do what you got to do, and tell us right away. Don't come a month later, and then all of a sudden say like, "Hey, I had a problem with the book that you sent me, or I had a problem." Or I've had somebody, man. I'm not gonna mention their name. They know who they are, and if they're watching, you send a damn book to get graded, and then you want to come to me and tell me, "Yo, like I want my money back because you told me this was a 9.2 and I got an 8.5 on it." And that's the reason why I don't say number grades either. I just tell people the very fine. You hear me, man? Near mint, plus, near mint minus, whatever the case. I don't give numbers because it's never gonna be accurate. And then I tell people, I'm like, resubmit that shit. You never know. I've had multiple books I've resubmitted, and I get a higher grade, and it's just it doesn't make any sense. That's why I've had that conversation on the chop up where I said, yo, if you guys actually look at it, they have no set standards whatsoever. It don't matter if it's CGC, PGX, CBCS.
Nope.
They have no set standards to be able to say, hey, this is the grade. They go by whatever it is. Not every grading company goes according to what they do. CGC, you already know they're swamped with books. So ain't no way in hell they ain't giving nobody breaks. They're freaking making them do is work, 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 work.
Yeah.
And if you
And that's
truly
where you
find
get
out how
your
many
gift grades.
employees, yeah, and if you find out in reality how many employees that they have and how many people are actually certified to be graders, you're gonna be sitting there thinking you're gonna be like, damn, they only got like 35 people who are actual graders, and they have to grade, I mean, thousands of books.
Yeah.
So that's it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's
look what happened to
about
the
it.
Todd McFarlane. Remember the
Yeah.
Todd McFarlanes? They
Exactly.
Yeah,
got
you
well
started
over
putting T.
books.
McFarlane on.
Oh yeah.
What was it, like 5,000 books?
Yep.
Crazy. When's the last time you heard somebody send in
More, I think.
a 25 9.8 pre-screen that got back less than 18 or 19 9.8s? 9.8s, I mean. People are doing it all the time, right? You send all these moderns in,
Yeah.
send 25 in. You don't slap them if they're not 9.8s.
Uh,
You watch videos all the time. It's usually roughly 17 or 18 or more
yeah.
at 9.8. It's a hell of a lot easier to say, all right, that's a 9.8. That's a 9.8.
And
That's
it's
a 9.8.
crazy.
Ah, shit, I can't give this a 9.8 because there's a dent in it. You know, like
Yeah,
only it's almost like only the real, the things you really pop out and see stops it from being a 9.8. Like,
Yep.
and then the crazy part on top of it too is like, here's a good example. I could tell everybody and anybody that got slabs in your home, take 298 copies or whatever, and look at them directly and look how if they're identical at all. I want to show. I have a book, but
You
dead
want to
ass.
show?
If
I could show you something right
I
now.
got 3
Me
ticks
too.
on one book, and it came back a 9.8 from ZGC. And I got another book that had one damn tick on it, and it came back a 9.4. So that to me right there boggles my mind. And then that's why I spoke my piece and I said, "Yo, I'm going ODB with this, baby." You know,
Yo,
and
you're right. Even and it's not just CGC. Even with CBCS, I got a X-Men 141 9.6 with a check on it, and I looked up and down that book in the back, and we can't find no defect on that. So why that didn't get a 9.8? I have
that's
no
what I'm
clue.
saying.
I got a CBCS book like that too. It's what's it? Dark Knight, the one I got with the 4.6 on it.
Yeah,
It came back to 9.6, but with a check mark on it.
you
Yeah.
never know,
And
you never know what you're gonna get. You know.
Yeah,
Like I
exactly.
exactly.
said, I tell you that Teen
Subjective.
Titans 12 came back in 8.5. That ASM 300 9.8 I have, my neighbor gave that to me because I did some free electrical work for him. He bought that book off the rack, put it in a board in a bag, had it in his box since he bought it off the rack. Handed it to me. I sent it to the CGC. No pressing, no cleaning, no nothing. Came back in 9.8.
yeah.
I sent a brand new Teen Titans 12 to them, and it comes back in 8.5. You never know. It's a gamble. It's like playing craps.
Yeah,
It is, dude. It literally is. That's why for me, like I said, I spoke my piece with grading, and I know Biggs. You know, it's cool of him. You know, he'll talk to me and give me that big brother advice, and he say, like I have this book, and I thought this book was gone. All right, so this book right here means the freaking world to me. I love this damn
let me highlight that real quick so you can
So
Yeah, I gotta see that book.
go
yeah,
take
so
beauty right there.
Ooh,
this book
nice.
is a beautiful copy of Captain Marvel. So this book right here, yes, Big has is correct. This is something that you want to protect. You don't
Yeah.
just want to leave this out here, just sitting out here. So yeah, it's the truth. And at that point, it's like, you know what? At that point, I could care less. I'd be like, you know what? Let me just protect it. I don't want to press it. I don't want nothing. I'm
Yeah, just preserve it. Yeah.
exactly just to keep it, just to keep it in good standings, and that way nothing else happens to it. But in reality, like I said, I don't knock nobody for the way that you collect, the way that you do things. It's the same thing, when we talk about spec books. I tell people you don't have to pick that shit up. Go get it. If it's something that interests you, get it. If it's not, listen, collect how you freaking want in the end and do you.
There is no wrong way of collecting,
Nah,
bro.
is right.
Exactly.
You collect
No
how it
wrong way.
makes you happy. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Exactly.
You collect raw, you collect runs, you collect variants, you collect whatever. That's your preference. That's you. There's no wrong way, bro. There's no
For
wrong
sure.
way.
Oh,
So real quick, Thoro, to go back to the scenario that you were talking about the person that sent it graded, that person, if they wasn't happy with the way you graded or what you told them, then that should have been that person should establish that before they said they graded. They should, and then they would have been able to speak to you about it or whatever. But they accepted it after they received the book from you and decided to send it. Then that's it. That's where they lost all right to come back at you.
And then that's what I say. At that point, it's like, why the hell are you sending it to get graded?
Yeah.
If you're not happy with something, it's like, and this was from last year.
Yeah.
This was from last year, and it's just like, I still see this person in auctions and shit. But I don't say nothing. I keep my peace. I maintain peace. Ain't nothing to be getting upset about. But it's like for you to come to me a month later after you get it graded and get the grading back, and then try to say, "Hey, I want my money back." Nah.
Yeah, but let me tell you something about that though, real quick. So let me ask you, sir. So you put in a grade, and it came back a grade low, and they complained about getting the money back. Now, would they give you money more? Would they give you more money if the book came like a couple grades higher? You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
They wouldn't.
Exactly.
They never would.
So if the book you said is a 9.0, and the book came back at a 9.4, would they give you 9.4 price? You know what I'm saying? For the book?
And then that's the thing too. That's what I'm saying. And it's a facts because you got to look at it this way, man. It's a win-win or a lose-lose situation, one way or another. It's like Roger said, you're gambling. You buy on eBay. What do you do all the time? You gamble.
Sure.
Even though there's a motherfucker.
You gamble with the fact that
Everybody here in the
do know how to
panel,
pack.
here in the chat, have gambled on eBay. Definitely.
Yes.
Right.
I've had people who had like, and I don't call out comic book shops. You know what I'm saying? Because I really don't. The only one I call out all the time is Comic Exposure because they're a bunch of bozos. So I call them out 24/7. But what the hell's the one in North Carolina, man? I think it's Ultra Comics or whatever the hell it's called. Son of a bitch, I can't remember, but they're real cool. And I've bought books from them before, and they'll say, "Hey, this is a 7.5 copy of whatever for other people." Number one, I get it, and I'm looking, I'm like, "Shit, this shit looks like a 5," And it's just kind of like even reputable stores, they do shit like that. So it's like you can never get a definitive answer. That's why you see some people like Midtown, or you see comic book shops like my comic book shop that use words. They'll say very fine. They'll put that shit. And it's like that could fall wherever. So it's like in the end, it is what it is.
Don't buy no keys off my comic shop unless it's graded already, because you never know, man. Because sometimes you be like, oh, near mint 9.8, 9.2, whatever. That's just like a freaking 5.0.
Well, you know what? I think what it all comes down to is like with the auctions or whatever you get your books from, buy responsibly. Don't get all crazy.
Try to buy from as few people as possible. Like if you've never bought from certain people before, like kind of be a little reserved at first, because like I know me, like I have like maybe 10 or 12 stores that I'll go to regularly that I can trust. So that's like my network with it. But you got to kind of be wary, look at feedback and things like that if you're buying on eBay, because again, like I was saying, you're gambling with whether these people know how to pack or not, and they send you a book that you saw the pictures like, oh damn, I could send this to get a 9.8. They send that shit in an envelope, and then that shit is an 8.9.
Yeah.
So
I like what Jeff G said. He said experienced collectors know they are variables in grading, and it's true, man. It's true. It's very true.
I wanted to show this book real quick. I didn't get a chance to. I don't think I ever showed it, but I wanted to give Thoro a shout out. He gave me this AOK a while back.
Nice.
Yeah. This is before we knew and everything like that. I was like, yo, Thoro, I know you have a copy. And he threw it into
I had like 20, man, because I told Biggs I was always looking for the damn second printing that a lot of people don't know about. Yeah. And I went through like 25 copies of that damn book, and not a damn single one.
And this is it's in excellent condition.
Nice.
Yo, Thoro,
slab worthy.
You guys did that video.
Yeah.
Thoro, you don't have one signed by Michael Keaton, do you?
Nah, man. That's something that I always freaking wanted to get. I wanted to get that one, and then I also wanted to get the Batman Returns signed by Michelle Pfeiffer. So
I would love to get Michelle Pfeiffer.
That I talked about.
Those
Joker,
people
is that a
so
sketch?
Shout out to Thoro on this one.
This for you to get any autographs from them.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get a Kiss book signed.
if you see them in the street, or like, you know how those people that be in, you know how in New York, motherfuckers always know when the famous people are at.
Yeah.
They get the autographs.
Yeah, exactly.
I know somebody like that.
Now I got one of my boys that does that crap, but he's more into sports. So like
Yeah,
he'll know.
I
He's
got
like,
this
all right,
dude.
LeBron James is gonna be over here. This dude's getting like 10 basketballs signed by LeBron. You
I
know,
know this dude that always know where all the WWE wrestlers is at when they come to town, even if there isn't like a
that's crazy.
show. Like they fucking like, oh, I met fucking Sasha Banks at the airport. Like, what?
That's
How you know she was gonna be
who
at
the
the
fuck
airport?
is Slusher Max anyway? This is fucking.
Well, you guys
Nigga,
know
Sasha Banks, you know?
GPAP.
I don't know
GPAP.
who's that, man. You tell me an old wrestler, man. I don't fuck with them, you ugly, stupid motherfuckers.
Well, remember what GPAP was saying in up in Newfoundland that Jason Momoa was up there hanging out at the bar?
Oh yeah, because he was filming from that Frontier show.
He was filming that Frontier
Yeah.
show. That Frontier show is pretty good. If y'all haven't
Yeah,
seen
it is.
Might have to check it out.
Needs to
Yeah,
be
it's a
filming
good
The
show.
Crow.
And I liked Warrior Nun, yo. Warrior Nun was dope, but I hated the way it ended.
Oh, I didn't get
don't
Tell me
I
about
Me
it.
too.
I
Right?
hated
Don't tell me
the way
because
it
I'm on
ended.
episode like
I
two.
was waiting for that. You know how it loads the next episode. I
Hey,
was, what the
you know what
fuck?
you made me feel like? Game of Thrones, bro. I was so pissed. I was like, you bastards.
I'm waiting.
I was like, what the fuck?
I'm waiting for season 2. Razor shows up.
I didn't watch that yet.
Nah, it's a dope show, man.
It's
Yeah,
good,
definitely
big.
watch
And you know
Watch
what?
that
The
shit.
old guard is good too.
Yo, I saw it
Okay,
today
don't
with wifey.
Okay,
It was
don't
good.
say nothing. I haven't seen it yet.
Nah,
That's
I'm
how
not
long
spoiling
as
shit.
it's 2 hours. 2 hour
Yeah,
movie.
it's real good,
I
man.
know that's
It's real
why I
good.
haven't watched it, because I know it's 2 hours, so I got
Yeah,
to
I know.
chill.
I knew nothing about that comic book, nothing. Then I really enjoyed the movie, man. Really enjoyed.
Now you want the
Yeah,
comic
you
book?
gotta watch that movie
Yeah.
when you don't always know.
Now you want the comic
When
book?
you don't have
I
little
always
man
wanted
saying,
that
come on,
book,
come on.
but I never find it.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Yeah.
that when they're away.
So real quick before
Someone-
before
Which is very rare.
we end because I think we reached our threshold already. Star Wars announced the new series on Marvel. I mean on Disney
Disney
Plus.
Plus.
Yeah, the
Really?
clones, another series, the Bad Batch.
That batch.
The Bad Batch, yo.
Yeah, so if you guys remember the last season of Clone Wars, the first like 4 episodes were introducing the Bad Batch. So that takes place after Order 66. It takes place around the time when Darth Vader went, you know, at the ending how they showed Vader
Yeah.
find
Order
Ahsoka,
66 happened right at the last couple episodes of Clone Wars.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so you know when he already became Vader and he went to look for Ahsoka and he found her lightsaber. So
Yeah.
it takes place around that time. So time has passed since it. So it's set to come in I think in October. I think it's gonna be airing. Oh no, next year. Sorry, it's next year.
Yeah, it's next year.
The Mandalorian is in October.
Yeah, Mandalorian's in October. Yeah.
Yeah, and good luck, man. I did my research on the Bad Batch, trying to find comic books for it. There's only digital copies, guys.
There's only digital copies, right?
Yeah, there's no physical.
Oh,
yeah.
you already look at you.
Trust me, man.
They're
I'm
gonna
on the
reprint it.
You already go.
They'll reprint it.
They'll probably eventually
something.
reprint. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in trying to find a comic book related to
No,
the Bad
because
Batch,
those guys, you know what it is? Those guys were invented by Dave Filoni.
yeah,
Yep.
They were created by him, so you're not gonna find them.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Umbrella Academy's gonna be good.
Yo, Biggs,
So we gotta find their new first appearance. That's what you gotta look for when they come out first appearance.
Yeah, they'll probably put out a comic book, man. You know
Yeah.
how it is.
They'll probably make a kid's comic book out of it.
Yeah,
So look at Roger there. He can get those treasury editions. You can get the smaller size if you wanted to read them and not open up the treasury edition.
Yeah, but you know nothing like
Those ones are hard to find too.
nothing like the original, baby.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if he don't want to read
I
his
know, I'm
treasury, he
just
can get
messing
the
around.
smaller size. He could read it.
Yeah.
Just
No,
messing
go ahead,
around. I feel like I'm reading a fucking I feel like I'm reading a
Even
fucking
comic book
newspaper.
size
and shit.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll be seeing them comic book size ones up on walls too for like $30, $40, $50.
Man, you wanted to say something before we?
yeah, I wanted to show another book. There's a rare it's a rare G.I. Joe book. I mean, you go on eBay, you ain't finding any.
Let's see, baby.
All right, highlight me real quick. This is that one I was talking about, the Storm Shadow.
So está lindo.
Go on eBay right now. You ain't
man.
finding any of these. They don't have any.
Who
Damn,
signed it?
baby, fresh.
Some dude. He's
Was it exclusive?
Yes, it was a Heroes Haven exclusive.
Got you.
Nice.
So you go on eBay, you don't find any of these. And you know what though? This is one of those books that's not a 9.8.
What's wrong with it?
This shit got dented, or is all dented on the
Yeah, you see
spine.
what I'm talking about? That's what I'm
But
saying.
you can't see it though. Oh, you see it right there. You see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
See what you're
See
talking.
that? That's not a 9.8, bro. Whoever graded this shit was sleeping.
You got a gift grade.
Well,
Yeah, I got that.
got
That
back.
was,
Yeah, but
that
anyways.
was the last book of the night.
Yeah, I paid 25. I paid $30 for this.
Oh, nice.
He was probably a
$30.
G.I. Joe fan. He like, you know what? He like G.I. Joe. I'm gonna give him a 9.8.
I think it's the letterist or somebody that did. I don't know, man. It just says some guy Ellis
Warren Ellis.
Chad. I don't know. I can't even.
I think
pronounce
Warren
this.
Ellis did G.I. Joe. I think he
I
did.
can't even pronounce this guy's name. Can you even see this fucking?
Where is it at?
I don't even.
I can't even.
Elias Chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
chat.
Zudi.
Elias
Chatsudis.
Chatsudis.
Yeah, it's Chatsudis.
I don't know.
I don't know who the fuck is that.
Elias Chatsudis. That's
Well,
what.
that's
his
the artist,
name.
bro. That's
Nah,
it.
it's not the
That's
artist.
the man.
Maybe it is the artist. Maybe it is.
Oh, that's the guy who voiced Storm Shadow, bro. That's what it is.
Nah.
Nah,
No, that's not him.
that's not him.
I don't know who that is.
He's the artist on that.
Yeah, he's the artist on the cover, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. They just saying in the chat, Dave in the Cave says it's the artist.
Yo, people
Okay, there you
asking.
go.
They want us to
Yo.
show the new books.
Yo, Manny, man, that's the dope one. You got, keep an eye out for me, man, on that one, man. I want
Actually,
one, man.
I'm looking for a raw copy right now.
Oh, word. Damn, son.
I got you, though. You know.
All right.
Let's see
Bet.
Yo,
something.
Mike, you should have said instead of you should have said that was the voice of Snake Eyes. See who would have said that.
Oh, word.
All right, so you know what? It's already 11:42. We've been on for about an hour and 40 minutes.
No new books, man. Just go to
Sorry,
Midtown
guys. It's a
Comics.
Monday night. We all got to work tomorrow, and we also have the auction tomorrow. Guys, remember the auction is at a new start time. Jay, close the door. Close that door because I got the AC on.
Come on.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because the bathroom is next to the living room. If you leave it open, it goes. The air goes in there. Don't keep.
Oh yeah, and you hear somebody taking a dump. I hear you.
I'm trying to, I don't care. We all do that, right? We all take dumps.
I need toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
So remember, guys, tomorrow our new start time is 8 p.m. Eastern, and the reason we start in that time frame is because now my job is about to. The people are going to start coming back in. I'm going to have to start going back to work at an early time. Through this whole COVID time, I do go to work, but I kind of have leniency to get there like about 9:30, 10 o'clock, but now not anymore. I'm going to have to start getting back in there between 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. So I can't be staying up, finishing the auction at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then, we always BS afterwards for a little bit. And there's no way I can do that on a regular basis. Now I'm getting... My body's too fucked up to do that. So I talked to my wife. Yeah, I'm getting older. I talked to my wife, and we're gonna start it. I'm gonna start it at 8 o'clock now, the auction. So we'll probably run from like 8 to 11:30 or to 12 o'clock on there. So I figured that's pretty good time. We'll do 4 hours. It's pretty good. It gives us more rounds and stuff like that, and we won't be that beat up by the end of it.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be going forward that time, starting tomorrow. And so Wednesday also, my man Joker M21 has his third auction on his channel. I was talking to him about it today. You said you don't know if it's gonna be consistent or not. You're gonna keep on, but we're just gonna take it week by week, right? For now.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna take it week for week. I'm gonna go on the auction with him because I want to show him my support. I want to be on there. I may have a couple of things that I'm gonna sell. Maybe I was thinking about
Forever People #1.
You know what? I do have a few people no more for sale.
Yeah. Well, you do one. You got the Jack Kirby one too right now. It's signed by Jack Kirby.
Oh, I can't sell that one. That one's not one.
You a clown, my man.
Man.
But I actually do have a Forever People #1 for sale. My old copy. So I just gotta find it.
That one's sound.
That one sound by Biggie's.
So Joker's is on Wednesday. Then Thursday, Thoro does his chop up. You're gonna do it at 10 p.m. You gonna do the chop up? 11?
Yeah, I do it at 10, but I think I'm gonna be switching up a couple things because as soon as I get news and things like that, I'm gonna start coming out pretty much more. Yeah, I'm gonna be dropping videos on a little bit, more often than usual. I was gonna do one today, but yeah, man, with Destiny's Child over here, 1 and 2, didn't do it, man. They were screaming. They were screaming, and also wanted to give a big shout out to Roger Levesque. He sent me a message on Instagram. I had talked about a spec book, and I actually went on to rewind to catch myself, and I kept saying first appearance. I know it's not the first appearance, and we're talking about Hera Syndulla. This is the book that I was telling you guys about. What I was trying to let you guys know is this is her first appearance alongside Dr. Afra.
Yeah.
All right. So I caught myself on that. Shout out to Roger Levesque for pointing that out. So I am going to bring that up on the video. Possibly may do it before Joker's auction. All right. And because Hera Syndulla's first appearance is actually in Canaan. All right. Number one. And the other thing that I wanted to point out too was that Roger sent me a picture of his graded copy, Canaan #1, and I know that this has been an ongoing, battle where people were talking about the first appearance. I've been one of the believers that Canaan #1,
1 or 6,
is officially the first appearance of Sabine, and Kanan and everybody, and they were calling it a cameo. But CGC actually has it on the slab saying that is the first appearance of all those characters on there. So just to give you guys a heads up, because I know that that's been an ongoing battle. Was it 1 or 6? But #1 is officially what they're going by. So that is a good buy right there. And yes, Hera Syndulla is coming out in the new video game. I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that game.
Oh, Star Wars Squadron?
Yeah, Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron, when it came out on GameCube, that was one of the best Star Wars games ever.
Exactly.
I love that game.
The Imperial Walkers and tripped them. That was cool.
So I can only imagine. I saw the preview for this. I saw Hera in there. I was like, oh hell yeah! I was like, this is gonna be awesome.
And for the also, you guys go Roger Levesque, y'all go live on Thursday.
We're going live Thursday. Otto's on vacation, but it's going to be me, Nemesis, and Dave. We have an announcement. Maybe have something to do with some 3 Men in the Basement mystery boxes. And if anybody that's been part of our auction sees what Nemesis puts in his auction mystery boxes, you're going to want to be first in line for sure.
Yeah,
but if everybody wants to check us out, definitely. And I'm going to continue my world tour 30 or next, man. Just let me know when.
Also, I want to give a shout out because you guys have been hosting our auction on shows all the time. Matt Forge, the Comic Forge, and the Butcher. They've been supporting us. Sending, posting, reposting like crazy. They changing their channel name. It's going to be Pressable Defects. This Sunday they just passed was their last show that had their old name on it. They had the Comic Forge channel name on it. So this Sunday is going to be officially the Pressable Defects.
Yeah.
And their show's going to be very controversial, man. He said it already.
And yo, real quick, Biggs, I ain't confirmed with you yet, but I know you told me to holler at them or whatever, and the Butcher confirmed all 3 of them. They definitely down for next week.
Okay, so next week Monday we're gonna have a mashup with the Pressable Defects, aka Comic Forge, and the NY Warriors. We're gonna have both groups on here, and we're gonna chop it up and talk and BS, and you know how we're gonna do. Talk comics, talk grading, talk whatever. But that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna I was talking to Joker today, and that's what I think we're gonna do mashups on Mondays, like Savages and Warriors on Monday one day. 3 Men in the Basement, the Warriors on day.
Good stuff.
Like I would love to have that done on a regular basis, and not only my channel, but we could do it on you guys' channel also. And
Mashup Mondays
for sure. Like that, yeah. Mashup Mondays. There you go. You said it right there. So I think that's something great that we could all do, and it keeps the community growing. It keeps everybody, even though we do our own thing, it keeps us together. Everyone, doing
big time.
Do you see your boy Lowe's Definite put a? He said something about it.
He said, Joe, you guys allow me, I'd like to do an A-OK to the panel. I'll ask a question. If let me highlight that. Hold on.
If you're a New Yorker, you should know he said I'll mail Friday.
No doubt, Comic Forge.
Okay, here we go. He says, at Joker, at Biggs, if you guys allow me, I'd like to do an A-OK for the panel. I'll ask one question. If you're a New Yorker, you should know. I'll mail it Friday. That's up to you. That Lowe's definite. I can't tell you no. You can do. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So go ahead, man. If you want to ask it, whoever answers first, right?
There you go.
Who you want? Yeah. Definitely. Can't wait, guys. Hashtag family. That's right.
Okay.
Comic Forge. That's
Yeah,
right, man.
Definitely.
What's the ingredients to chopped cheese?
Sazon.
He said, "Joker, do a start line."
Do a starting line. Okay.
Wanna
This
do
ought to be good.
I want to hear it. I want to
Oh,
see.
you want us to type it in? Hold on, Lowe's Def. You want us to type it in? Just say yes or no.
Text the collector said out though.
Hell yeah, man! I put that shit on everything.
I don't even know what's gonna happen nowadays, man. With the whole Goya shit happening.
I know, right?
I still use my Goya shit, man.
I do too. Yeah.
Who cares what this guy? If he
Yo, Goya is like,
yeah, we cannot.
I need my sazon in my life, man.
I mean, you can use other stuff besides. They have other things for sazon too. But
Start the line?
Yeah, he said start the line. Go ahead.
All right, babe. All right.
I'm gonna lose immediately.
But I got Goya too.
I'm gonna lose immediately. I
got the baby in his hand. Yeah.
I don't have. I got my
Is that right?
Goya. Oh, Goya.
I'll send you a screenshot.
Goya.
Yo, Mike, answer. You know it.
I don't even know what it is.
What's the question? I didn't see that.
You didn't write it in yet.
Bush beans, yo, but Bush beans is dope though. Eli, I like Bush beans. Bush beans be.
All right.
Tú te la comes con la frankfura, cabrón.
Con la frankfura el arroz. El arroz
Frankfurters.
Some rice and beans, baby.
I'm kind of
wrong, man. That's
food.
That's survival food, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
The whole
Eat on the Walking Dead.
You want to go? You want to make a Hispanic vegan, bro? I'm just telling you, rice and beans, man. You good?
Yeah, my man Eli showed off his.
Eli,
His rations.
potato joints with chickpeas is banging, bro.
Yo, you gonna put that on the auction or something, man?
Yeah,
Nah.
right. He gotta be easy with his food. You know what I mean?
Ah, damn. Yo, this.
There you go, Thoro. That's all you, man.
I'm gonna let y'all answer this.
Oh, he says Nas gave Russ Shorty and told him he could sell if he chose.
Mr.Lett, the question's not for you.
Mr.Lett wrote Jules.
I'm a one-handed bandit right now, baby. I have a little one.
My ice, just to back it up. Go my ice.
Nobody's gonna answer.
Because Mr.Lett answered it already.
Answered it already. Yeah.
We just copied.
Yeah, nobody asked no Virginia dude.
Yo,
That's another question. Mr.Lett told it.
This guy's been living in a bubble his whole life. Never been out of Virginia. Get out of here.
I don't know if you're
Bird, yo.
Somebody wrote the clap. They could keep that. Nobody trying to get that.
Come on, all right. One more question, then maybe got to put Manny to bed.
another hip hop.
You ain't gotta put me to bed. You need to go to bed. Your fucking big ass. Go to bed.
Word.
Your feet hang off the bed. Get out of here.
I don't know.
All right, so Mr. Lett, congratulations.
It's good.
All right, Lett.
He ain't on the panel, but that's all right.
Don't worry, you'll get your dildo in the mail.
Yeah, send him a New York Yankees hat.
You know what? That's a good idea.
He don't put that Kansas City hat on anymore.
Yeah, get him a Yankee hat.
Send him a Yankees hat. You want to do a New York question answered by a Virginian?
Yeah,
send him a goddamn Yankees hat.
Send him a Yankees hat, but don't send him a fitted. Send him one of the ones that bent.
Or you could get Washington Red Tails. That's a new name.
Oh God.
Yeah, no. So so real quick, let's just go down the line real quick. Everyone say their final piece. Anything? Go ahead, Mike. I'm gonna start with you. You're already on my left.
No doubt, man. Again, man, it was an awesome show, man. I want to say thank you, Roger, for passing through, man. Always welcome here, man. And the Bigs already gave the lineup for the week, man. Tune in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and do it all over again. You know what I mean? We do it all over.
I don't know if it's you, Thoro, or BLC on Saturday.
It's supposed to be me because I do it every other week. So
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, so then definitely, man. Man, Savage is this Saturday.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
except I do it a little different. 8:30 p.m. guys, because now that I got little boo boo cakes over here, number 2, it becomes a little bit tougher. So got to get them both to bed.
and definitely tune in on Wednesday, man. I have Erod there, Josh gonna be there, Thoro, Gamma, Archangel's gonna be there. First edition, Lett, Roman. Just show up.
Damn.
Show up and just let's have a good time. Buy some books.
He got
and
all the rejects.
All right.
And just that's it.
All right, Roger. Any last words? Anything you want to promote before we go?
Yeah, no, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Joker yesterday, today. Like I said, we're going live 8:00 on Thursday. Got a little announcement. I think I'm going to have a couple Boxed Heroes mystery boxes to open up during the show if they get here in time. So check us out. If you haven't subbed up to us, it's 3 Men in the Basement. We throw up just as much content as these guys. We love to get together, hang out, laugh, and talk comics, man, just like we did tonight. And I appreciate it. I'm in the middle of my world tour. So, Thoro, you're next. King of the Golden State, you're after him. Just hook it up, man. Send me the link.
All right. The link in the basement is already in the description already of the video.
Thank you.
Manny, go ahead.
Definitely, brother.
Oh, nice, Peanut. Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Who?
Man, I said,
did you just say Manny?
yeah.
You said Manny? Oh, I didn't hear you. Yeah, whoever bought stuff for me on Saturday on what was it, Meow Meow's auction? I mailed that out today. It's in the mail. And stay tuned to tomorrow.
Let me know.
I'm gonna have a couple of good books tomorrow. So, cause I gotta pay for some submissions, man. It's getting tight right now.
Talk with it.
That's it, man. Thanks.
All right, cool.
Thanks for showing up, Roger, and that's it.
Okay.
All right. Eli.
Yo. Thanks to everybody for coming out, enjoying the show, having fun, laughing with us. Always appreciate it. The love, support, everything from everybody. Shout out to Roger, our guest, for being on with us and his 9.9 slab. A lot of fun, always fun. Again, this is the Christmas every week for me. Mondays when we get together, it's fun. So it is. It's all love from everybody in the community. So appreciate everybody and see you next time.
I'm waiting to hear Dragon Ball Z, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah, word.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball GT.
Oh man.
All right, Jeff.
Oh man. Yeah, what can I say that these guys haven't already said, man? A great show as always. Yeah, you cállate la boca, estúpido. Sheesh. Everybody keeps saying that Roger is a special guest. He's family, man. He's one of us. So thanks for watching, and that's it, guys. Good night.
You better say that, Jeff. Ain't gonna pedigree ass. Triple H.
Yeah,
Triple H. Yeah, guys. So like I said, everything was said already. You guys already know. Tomorrow night, Home on NY Warriors. Wednesday night, Joker M21. Thursday night, you got 3 Men in the Basement earlier, 8:00. Then at 10:00, you're gonna have Thoro's Chop Up. Friday, Chad RCG's auction. Saturday is the Savage auction, and that's it. Oh, and Sunday you got Joker M21, and you got Festival Defects.
Leave it on YouTube.
Hey, hold on, and shout out before me too, Winking too, man. Winking.
Oh, that's right. Winking does on Sunday also. My bad. I forgot to give him a shout. I was
real,
doing a show too. I got some pops I'm gonna give away.
And real quick, Biggs. I mentioned this before. At 1,500 subs, guys, I'm gonna be giving away this Vegeta Pop. All right, this is signed by Chris Sabat. All right, this is the Majin Vegeta right here. It's either gonna be this one. It just depends on which one I want to keep. It's gonna be either that one. I only got one hand right now, or this one right here. All right, this one's signed in orange, and they're both JSA certified. So at 1,500 subs, guys, one of these bad boys is gonna be given away to a lucky winner. All right, signed by Chris Sabat, the voice of Vegeta.
Dang, that's like a grill piece for me right there.
Yeah, that's a hard one, man. You know, if you're a DBZ fan, you know what that is.
Yeah,
Yes.
I want to go on Winky's channel because I want to show my whole DBC pop collection.
Nice, nice.
My
Yeah,
bag, Biggs,
more
my
of
bag.
the pop community over there.
Oh hell yeah, big time.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. Let me stop lingering around. I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's time for us to go to
breastfeeding
bed.
right now.
Until
Come on.
tomorrow
Y'all
night.
already know, baby.
Peace.
Later,
Later, Gators.
Good night, Cam.